Hello and welcome to the SIS Simple Inspired Squad channel. Today we're going to talk about a popular topic in artificial intelligence, ChatGPT. As a deep learning-based natural language processing model, ChatGPT has excellent performance in many scenarios. The model can perform various tasks such as language understanding, generation, and translation. As YouTubers, we believe that you have started using ChatGPT to improve the quality and efficiency of your video content. However, ChatGPT also has some flaws and errors that, if not careful, may affect the quality of your video. Today, we will explore 5 common problems of ChatGPT. Before we start, we sincerely invite you to subscribe and like our channel, which will motivate us to make more interesting videos for you. When it comes to the shortcomings and solutions of ChatGPT, there are many different opinions and views. The following are some real examples and reference materials that can help you better understand these flaws and solutions and how to avoid them. Pain point 1. Inaccurate language understanding. ChatGPT's language understanding ability is based on its training data set. If the training data set lacks certain types of text, ChatGPT may not understand them. For example, ChatGPT may not understand the terminology or professional terms of certain industries. To avoid this error, you can try to use more professional terminology and vocabulary or use other more professional language models. Let's take a look at some real examples. In an experiment called Write with Transformer, researchers found that when using GPT-2 to write, GPT-2 often ignores the style and grammar of the text, resulting in a lot of errors in the generated text. For example, in this experiment, GPT-2 generated a sentence, "He loved to eat pizza." This sentence has grammar and spelling errors. Another example is the DALL-E 2 inches experiment released by OpenAI in 2021, in which one of the generated images was titled "A vase of sunflowers on a table with a white tablecloth." The grammar of this title is also incorrect because vase should be on instead of in. These cases indicate that when using ChatGPT, you need to be aware that it may ignore the style and grammar of the text. Therefore, when writing a script, you need to pay attention to checking the language style and grammar of the text. Understand the application scenarios suitable for ChatGPT, such as open text generation and understanding of Q&A, dialogue, etc., and avoid using it in scenarios that require higher accuracy. Expanding training data sets appropriately, especially in specific domain applications, can increase the inclusion of domain-specific terminology and vocabulary, helping ChatGPT better understand related content. Pain point 2. Incorrect answers. ChatGPT is a machine learning-based model, and its results are based on its training dataset. If there are errors or biases in the training dataset, the answers generated by ChatGPT may be incorrect. To avoid this error, you can use multiple ChatGPT models for verification or use other reliable data sources to confirm the answers. Real example. A cybersecurity expert using ChatGPT is writing a video script about how to protect computers. He uses ChatGPT to answer security-related questions, but eventually discovers that some of the answers are incorrect. The cybersecurity expert inputs some common security questions on ChatGPT, such as how to protect a computer from malware attacks and what is a firewall. He then used the generated answers from ChatGPT to write the video script. However, when he consulted other experts, they found that some of the answers were incorrect. It is important to note that for questions involving important information, we should not solely rely on the answers provided by ChatGPT. The training dataset for ChatGPT may not include the latest security information or technology. When using ChatGPT to answer questions, you can use multiple models for verification and choose the answer with the highest probability from the multiple models as the final answer, which can increase the accuracy of the answer. It is also recommended to use other reliable data sources for verification or consult experts to ensure accuracy. Pain point 3. Generated irrelevant answers. ChatGPT may sometimes generate irrelevant answers to questions because its generation ability is based on language patterns and probability. To avoid this error, you can provide a more precise description of the question, or use other natural language processing techniques to help ChatGPT better understand the question. Real example. A user asked on ChatGPT, "I want to buy a sports watch. Any good recommendations?" ChatGPT answered, "The weather is good. You can go out and exercise." In this case, ChatGPT generated an answer that is irrelevant to the question and did not answer the user's question. This may be because ChatGPT understood the question as a request for suggestions, but did not understand the specific content of the question. To avoid this situation, when using ChatGPT, pay attention to the specific description of the question and make the question more precise. When inputting the question, add appropriate keywords and contextual information to help ChatGPT better understand the question. Using other natural language processing techniques such as keyword extraction and entity recognition can help process and analyze the data before ChatGPT generates an answer, which can help ChatGPT better understand the question and generate more accurate answers, thus improving the effectiveness and accuracy of using ChatGPT. Pain point 4. Lack of strict limits on the scope and content generated by ChatGPT. When a journalist uses ChatGPT to generate news headlines and content, there is no filtering or review of the content generated by ChatGPT. As a result, ChatGPT generates text that includes inappropriate language and content, sounding like the speech of a racist. For example, in January 2021, a web journalist used an AI text generation tool called GPT-3 to generate news headlines and content, which were published on their personal blog. The AI text generation tool used by the journalist was believed to be the GPT-3 model developed by OpenAI. This model was trained on a large amount of natural language text and has a powerful generation capability, generating various text types such as news headlines, stories, and poetry. However, because the tool did not strictly limit the scope and content generated, the generated text contained some inappropriate language and content, which was considered racist and hate speech. This case drew public attention to AI text generation technology, especially when these technologies are abused or used for improper purposes. This shows that when we use ChatGPT or other AI text generation technologies to generate text content, we must strictly limit the scope and content generated and avoid generating any inappropriate or harmful text, ensuring that the generated text complies with ethical and legal requirements. At the same time, you can also filter and modify the generated text, deleting inappropriate language and content to ensure that the generated text meets your requirements. Pain point 5. Outdated database. One of the downsides of ChatGPT is that its database can become outdated, leading to inaccurate answers. A real example of this is with OpenAI's latest language model, GPT-4, which surpasses its predecessors, GPT-3, 2, and 1. However, some developers have found that when using GPT-4 in practical applications, its answers do not always align with the latest information. For instance, when asking GPT-4 about COVID-19 related questions, its responses may not match up with the latest research reports. Upon further investigation, it was discovered that GPT-4's training database was last updated in September 2021, and since then, there have been numerous new findings and reports about COVID-19. Therefore, GPT-4's answers may not reflect the most recent knowledge and discoveries. As knowledge and technology continue to evolve, it's reasonable to expect that some AI-based models' databases may become outdated, which can affect their accuracy in answering questions. When using ChatGPT, if it cannot provide trustworthy answers, we try to compare and verify its responses with other reliable sources, such as Google or Wikipedia, to obtain more accurate results. To avoid the 5 common drawbacks of using ChatGPT, there are some guidelines you can follow. For example, it's important to specify the topic and target audience before beginning to write content. This helps you focus on a specific topic and generate more valuable content. It's also important to ensure the accuracy of your references when writing content. This ensures that your content is correct and won't lead to any misunderstandings. In summary, by defining the scope and content of generated text, setting limits on controlling generated text with restriction words and templates, and using multiple ChatGPT models for verification, you can use ChatGPT more effectively and improve the efficiency and quality of text generation. Understanding the limitations and drawbacks of ChatGPT can help you avoid common mistakes. While ChatGPT has powerful natural language generation capabilities, its accuracy and reliability depend on the quality of its training dataset and generation algorithm. So, there are some drawbacks and issues. If you want to use ChatGPT in your work or life, You should understand these drawbacks and take appropriate measures to avoid them and further improve your efficiency. I hope this video has been helpful to you. Don't forget to leave a comment and subscribe to our channel and give us a like to keep us motivated to create more interesting videos for everyone. Thank you for watching this episode, and we'll see you in the next one.